Hi everyone. Today I have a little gardening video for you. But before I'm going to repot some plants, I would like to show you the wonderful cherry tomatoes that have been growing for the last few weeks. This is the first cherry tomato that I would like to show you. It's very thick and juicy and green at the moment, but it will become red over time, of course. As you can see, it's very, very tiny still and surrounded by little green leaves. And yeah, I'm very, very excited about the fact that I have my own cherry tomatoes popping up out of this plant. And the other cherry tomato that I would like to show you is this one. That's the second cherry tomato that I'm currently having, or that I'm currently have. And there is a third cherry tomato that I would like to show you, which is this one. It's also green still, but I'm very proud to have 3 cherry tomatoes at the moment. And you can see that there are little flowers, so there will be a lot more cherry tomatoes in the future. And I tied these up because the wind from yesterday almost ruined my tomato plants, so I decided to tie them up properly so that they can't break or bend, because that would be devastating for me at least. I'm really happy I finally have tomato plants because I've been wanting to have those for 10 years, and it's nice that I finally have those. So I have 2 pots over here. This one has little holes in it, and the green one has it too. So you use this plastic little lid or bowl that I bought, and you can put the pot on like that, so that the water can go out, so that the plants won't drown, just like that. So today I'm going to do a little gardening video for you, and I bought some soil, so I'm going to cut that open right now, so that I can use it for my peppermint plant and lavender plant, which I have to repot. So let me put some soil in the big black bowl first. Let me get my hands dirty. I do apologize for the fact that I had to make a voiceover for this video. The sounds from outside are simply too loud. So that's the reason why I had to make a voiceover. So anyways, so yeah, I'm just going to fill up this bowl with soil entirely. I actually forgot to take off my rings, so I hope that I'll be able to clean those. So yeah, I always like gardening a lot, but I'm not very experienced with gardening on a balcony. So this is pretty new for me, but the tomato plants are doing really well, and the lavender plant looks a little bit sad, and the peppermint is growing a lot, but they simply don't have enough space in the pot that they're currently in, which I'll show you soon. So this soil is pretty, it was all squashed, so I have to crumble it up a little because it's one big flat package. It's all squished together. So just taking it out of the bag and breaking it apart into usable soil. And this is actually soil that I'm using, which already has all the nutrients and stuff like that. So I'm not going to feed the plants anything other than the soil, and just give them water on a regular basis. So this pot is almost full, and let me crumble it up a little and move to the next pot, which I will be filling all the way to the top as well. Just like that. Just crumbling it up until it's really, really fine. And this soil is pretty heavy because it's pretty wet already. I would say moist, but a lot of people don't like that word. So just keep it with wet. So I'm just going to fill this one up all the way to the top as well. And then I'm going to put the lavender plant and the peppermint plant in these relatively large bowls. So right now I have 2 tomato plants and a peppermint plant and lavender. And since these bowls are pretty large, I don't think I will have any other plants on the balcony, but I can tell you why I picked the plants that I picked. First of all, I really like salad with tomatoes, so it's been a dream of mine to have tomatoes for about 10 years. That's the reason why I decided to buy 2 tomato plants, which are doing really well currently, and I trimmed them today. And then I bought a pepper plant, or peppermint plant, because I really like fresh peppermint tea. I really enjoy that. And I bought a lavender plant for decoration because they look nice, and also because they smell very nice in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, so this one is finished and my hands are all black, as you can see. Okay, so I have the pot right here, and I want to show you the peppermint plant first. And just going to take off the yellow leaves here on the bottom. I needed to do that for a while, but I wanted to do it when I would repot the plant. So let me take those off. All of them on the bottom in particular. They're just old little leaves that really need to be taken off. There you have it. So that's the close-up of the plant, the peppermint, which I really enjoy. So I'm going to take out the plant right now. Just wiggle it really carefully. Just move it. Let me just get the pot first and make a hole in the middle, so that I can fit it right in with the old soil. Just make a hole in the middle. Just push it on the side. And now I'm going to take out the peppermint plant really carefully, because you don't want to break any twigs or the roots. So just move it back and forth carefully like that, and then it comes out. You can see that there are a lot of roots. So I'm going to put it in a pot now like that. Just put new soil around it and on top of it like that. And it really had to be repotted because it didn't have any more space to grow any bigger. So that's the reason why I wanted to buy a big next one. Let me put the pot over here. So I'm going to make a hole in it first, just like I did with the other one, so that approximately big enough so that you think that the soil and the plant will fit in that. Okay, so let me get the lavender plant. So here I have the lavender plant, also in a very small pot. Let me move that aside, and then I'm going to wiggle. I'm going to move the plant back and forth again, just to take it out really carefully. As you can see, it doesn't look very good right now. It's just, yeah, just let me trim this a little bit. It's a little bit, dead. The leaves are a little bit dead on the bottom because it doesn't have enough space, so it really needs a bigger pot. I think it will do much better in a bigger pot. Let me just cut that off. So let me see. Oh, there's a little bit of soil left. Let me put that into the bigger pot as well. Don't want to waste too much soil. Just like that. Okay, so let me put the lavender in. Just the same thing. Just put the soil around it. Just push it so that is nice and sturdy into the soil. And yeah, just spread out the soil so that the old piece of soil that was attached to it and the roots are all covered. And just don't push it too much because the earth and the soil still needs space to breathe. So I just mix it around a little. Okay, so I'm going to clean up the floor now because there is a lot of wind today and I don't want to get all this soil in the house. So let me just sweep all of this together. And I actually remembered that I still have a request from someone who asked me if I can use a duster to sweep the floor. So I'm terribly sorry that there is no sound with this attached to the video because it was just way too noisy outside. Okay, let me take out the little tag. Just like that. So that it's nice and clean and that I won't walk it into the house. It was actually, it's actually not very handy to put this all together right now with a duster because it's pretty windy, so the soil goes everywhere. But let me clean it up before it gets any worse, because otherwise it will spread out over the entire balcony, which is not very handy. So just like that, just the last little pieces, just put it together. Okay. Great, so that's all cleaned up. And now it's actually time to water the plants. So let me just water these plants a little bit. And you have to make sure that if you water these plants that you don't do it when the sun is shining really bright and that you don't touch the leaves with sun, because otherwise the leaves will burn, and those are the leaves that you can't really use anymore. So let me just keep it like that. So these are the final plants. The lavender plant that is hopefully very happy in its new pot. My peppermint plant, which smells really nice if you rub your fingers together. I love the smell of peppermint plants. And there are my proud tomato plants. At least I'm really proud of them. So there you have it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. The Water Whispers